I just finished, I'm driving, so I'm gonna hold this in a funny way, but I just finished the audiobook for Chip and Joanna Gaines, and just want to debrief a little bit about how I feel about this book. First of all, I'm officially a 20-year-old because I now listen to audiobooks, and it has been, this book is the best audiobook I've ever finished. It's the only audiobook I've ever finished, granted, but definitely convert to it. Super loved it, thinking about downloading Audible. And okay, so first of all, love Fixer Upper, love Chip and Jo, and like always have, always will. I just went to Magnolia at the Silos in Waco, Texas a couple of days ago because I'm on a road trip, and literally, guys, love them this much more because, okay, so I'm a business major, gonna do nonprofit business. That's what I'm studying anyway. We'll see what actually happens. And hearing the story of, first of all, who they are as people and what brought them to that, and they just shared everything. They shared their love story, which of course I'm a huge sucker for a good love story, so that's awesome. So their story's amazing. They talk about like the good, the bad, the ugly of their business, and about like becoming better parents. Honestly, so inspiring. I laughed, I cried in my car, and I definitely like just was inspired because there's so many dreams that God has put in both of their hearts for them to have like a farm. Like Chip always wanted to have like chickens, and Jo always wanted to open her own little shop, and I resonate with both of those dreams. And sometimes it's hard to really like hone in and believe that those things are going to happen. You know, sometimes it'll take years, decades even, and to be able to hold out on those dreams when, you know, you're broke, or you have no money in your bank account, or things just aren't going the way that you planned. It's just amazing. Jo shared like how she had to learn how to let go of all of those plans that she had and the dreams that she wanted. She never let go of those. Some of them were on the back burner for certain seasons of life, but she never let go of those dreams. What she let go of was her plan. And I think that's something that God's like really been teaching me as well, is that I can't tell you, I've listened to so many podcasts on this road trip, and over and over and over and over, I've just been hearing and learning this year and this trip that it's not about like where we're getting to necessarily. Like that's not all that life is about, but it's about like the journey and like finding contentment in that journey, and finding like allowing God to change our hearts and mold and shape and potter into the clay, whatever he does to our hearts through those circumstances. That's the thing that matters. Journeying with him in the middle of all of that, especially those hard times, those tough times. That's how we thrive in life, and that's how we get to those dreams, is by allowing the detours to become something beautiful. That's how we enjoy it. So anyway, that was my like main inspiration and takeaway. Definitely promised myself, you know, some things that I feel like God's just totally put on my heart. Like, wow, the way that Chip and Jo do business is super inspiring. Like, they're just kind, and they genuinely want to help people, and that's what I want to do with business. And a lot of times people are like, well, nonprofits, like, you're never going to make money. I mean, not true necessarily. I mean, that's not my primary objective. I really do want to help people and pay the bills, obviously. Like, I don't want to be a bum, but like I just like admire how like God's really like blessed them for doing what's right. And there were times when it didn't pan out, but it always came back in the long run. And I've noticed that and noted that in my own life, that God's been really good about taking care of those, you know, like even if it's not what I picture or plan, again, letting go of that and letting God do what he needs to, because I've always had enough. They've always had what they needed, even during the tight times. Like, they've had what they needed, and they've had their family, and they've had health, and you know, there's not much more that we can ask for besides that. So I guess I'll just close with that. I think my biggest two takeaways were contentment in the journey, for sure. Letting God mold and shape our hearts and the circumstances, no matter how far off from my plan and blueprint they are. And then just like reaffirming myself to hold on to my dreams and to just be kind in whatever I end up doing, because that'll always take me farther than I need to, so, or ever dream, I guess. So yeah, that's my synopsis, conclusion, whatever you want to call it. Definitely will be looking into more audiobooks, but highly, highly, highly recommend theirs. I got it for $20 at Magnolia at the Silos, and it is like 4 or 5 CDs. I don't really know how long that all was, probably like 5 hours, but super inspiring. And shout out to Chip and Jo. You guys are amazing. Keep doing your thing and keep being authentic and inspiring everyone around you. So with that, I will close and get back to driving like a normal person. Bye!